Hello. It's homework time. It's a girl back from 2 years ago.
2 years ago? Oh my goodness. All right, hello. Like Kimchi said, it's homework time. Bye, girl. Okay. So, let me get rid of this. Okay, so for homework tonight, you have this worksheet. You're not doing all of it. We're going to do some of it tomorrow in class. So I want you right now to circle. And girls, while you're doing this, listen and do. Circle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you're going to turn the page, circle 7, 8, 9, and 11. Okay? Okay, let's get started. Let's review a little of what we did in class today. So we are working on the area of a rectangle. Our success criteria was I can use the area formula to find the area of rectangles.
Bus 6 can now be dismissed. Bus 6 can now be dismissed.
So a rectangle is a shape with 4 sides. It has 4 right angles. So each corner is 90 degrees. It's a right angle. And its opposite sides are equal in length. So this side and this side are equivalent. That's another word for equal. And this side is. Now, a square is also a rectangle, but it's a special type of rectangle because a square also has 4 sides. It has 4 right angles, but all sides are equal. So you see how I marked these sides? The sides with 1 dash are all equal. Here, the sides with 1 dash are equal, and then the opposite sides with the 2 dashes are equal. So this length does not equal this width, but this length does equal this width. Okay? So it goes a little something like this. A square is a rectangle, but a rectangle is not a square because a square, the rule for a rectangle is that opposite sides are equal, which goes for the square, right? The opposite sides are still equal. However, in a square, all sides are equal. In a rectangle, only opposite sides are equal, okay? So a square is a rectangle, but a rectangle is not a square. So this year, a couple of months ago, we worked on solving for the perimeter. The perimeter is the distance around the shape, okay? So to find the perimeter, so let's see here. We're going to have 5 inches, 5 inches, 3 inches,
Last call for bus
3
2
inches.
and 6. Last call for bus 2 and 6.
So again, the opposite sides are equal, 5 inches, 5 inches, 3 inches, 3 inches. The length is the longer side, the width is the shorter. So when we solve for perimeter, we add up all the sides. So think about it. Dora Doodle's dad works construction, and you hire him to put a fence around your yard. You have to tell Mr. Dora Doodle the perimeter of your yard so he could bring enough fence material to close off your whole yard. Okay, so to do that, you would add all the sides together. So perimeter equals here length plus width plus length plus width. Okay, so 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3. That's how you get the distance of all sides of your rectangle. You add them together. Area is a little different. In area, so perimeter is the distance around the shape. Area is the space inside the shape, okay? So, and how we measure area, we measure it in square units. So check this out. You know what, I'm gonna draw a new rectangle, so. I'm gonna keep the same measurements. 5 inches. Now a unit is a type of measurement. So here we have inches, but you can also have centimeters, which are smaller than an inch. You can have feet. You can have kilometers. You can have meters. You can have miles. Okay, there's all different forms of measurement.
Bus 5 can now report to the fish tank. Bus 5 can now report to the fish tank.
So when we solve for area, we have to figure out how many square units there are inside. So check this out. Hey, girl. Yeah. So check this out. We have 5 inches by 3 inches. So the area is the inside of the shape, and it's measured in square units. So here, each side of the square is an inch, okay? To find the area, what could you do, V-Bug? You could count.
The squares?
Yeah, you could count all the squares. Let's see what you have. Ready? Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There's 15 square inches around, or we can use a formula. Because think about it. What if I was solving a rectangle that was 300 inches by 500 inches. That would be way too many squares to count, right? No way, Jose. So what we can do is work the formula. The formula for area when measuring a rectangle, finding the area of a rectangle, is area equals length times width. So remember in class today, I gave you each a cutout piece of graph paper, and we found the area by counting the squares, and then I asked you to come up with the multiplication equation. I said blank times blank equals 15. Come up with a multiplication equation to represent the rectangle. And you all did really great. So length times width. The length is 5, so 5 times 3 equals 15. So much easier than having to create equal groups or an array. Nope, this is just a review. I got V-Bug and I got Boba here, and they're just doing their homework, right? Yeah. They're working with me. So you might hear their voices. Okay, so let's get into the homework. We're going to look at number 1 first. I'm going to read it to you. This one we don't actually have to do any number work. We're just going to use our brain and provide an explanation, what we think. So listen to this. Lorena has a square piece of fabric. She measures one side and finds that it is 9 inches long. Does Lorena have enough information to find the area of the fabric piece? Explain your answer. So let's think about this. She has a piece of fabric that's in shape of a square. And it says here that she measures one side that is 9 inches long. IN is the abbreviation for inches. So one side is 9 inches long. So to find area, we need to know the length and the width. But we only have one number. However, what's special about a square? In a square, all sides are
equal.
Oh, good job, V-Bug. They're equal. So if one side we know is 9, what do the others have to be? 9. What do they have to be? They all have to be 9. Okay? So in a square, all sides are the same length. So that means we could solve this. Length times width, they're both the same. The length and the width are the same. Oh, I wrote 8 times 8. Whoops. 9 times 9. And then we would know, what's 9 times 9? 9.
18, 27, 36, 45, 54, 63, 72, 81.
81.
Bus 5 can now be dismissed. Bus 5 can now be
Area
dismissed.
equals 81. However, if you look, there's lines. It's just asking us. We don't actually have to provide an answer. It's just asking, does she have enough information? And we know she does because we just solved it. So we are going to write yes. Lorena has enough information. We still always want to work on restating our question, right? Because, why? A square has what? What's special about a square? It has equal what?
Sides.
Equal sides. Good. Or you can say because the length of each side of a square is the same. But this is fine, has equal sides. Alrighty. So now we're gonna get into it. I'm gonna do number 2 with you, and then I'm gonna set you up with number 4. So let's now look, and remember you can pause the video to finish. Oh, and remember we have a secret word. Ooh, I think Boba's gonna get to choose the secret word of the day today. So think of one, Boba. Have it in your mind. We're not ready yet though. Okay, so now let's do number 2. Okay, so we're looking at number 2. I see a rectangle with a length of 12 and a width of 5. So in each problem, I'm actually going to write it here. I want you to write out the formula. Area equals length times width, okay? And then area equals, so the longer side is the length. So what is the longer side there, B-Bug?
The longer side is 12.
Good, so 12 times, what's the width? What's the width of that rectangle?
5.
Good, 5. Now, right now, area equals 12 times 5. We have to multiply 12 times 5. And you might be saying it to yourself, I don't know my 12s. But guess what? You do. You can solve this. How? Long multiplication. Oh my goodness. So set it up. 12. You could count by 5s if you want to, but 12 times 5. Let's do it. 5 times 2 is 10. 0. Carry the 1. 5 times 1 is 5. Add a 1. Count up. 5, 6, 60. So area equals 60. Are we done?
No.
Why? What is so important when we are doing perimeter or area? What do we need to add? We need to label our answer with our unit measurement. So 60 square, you can just do SQ square inches and then write your answer here. 60. And remember, it's not just inches, it's square inches because this is the same thing as going like this. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay? It would be the same thing as counting them up. There, each one is worth a square inch. Okay. Let's look at number 4. So I'm seeing a rectangle, but only one side is labeled. What is this? What type of shape does this rectangle look like? What do you think that looks like? Excuse you. What do you think that looks like? A what? A square. And in a square, all sides are?
4.
There are 4 sides, so all sides are equal. So if this side is 6, this side is 6. If this side is 6, this is 6, right? And for the area, we just need to know our length and our width, and they are both in a rectangle the same. So I want area equals length times width. And then area equals, what are we going to multiply? 6 times 6. Length times width. Ooh, 6 times 6. Area equals what? 6 times 6?
6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36.
Stop. 36. 36 what? 36 square feet. FT is feet. Square feet. Okay, that is your answer. You're going to do these two on your own. This one, it's trying to trick you because it's like on an angle, but look at this. I can straighten out my paper, and now it looks like a normal rectangle, right? This is a rectangle, okay? Same thing. Length and width. This we're going to do tomorrow together. This is actually going to be like our warm-up in the morning. And now I'm going to read these through with you. I'm not going to do them because you know how to do them. It's just the same thing but multiple choice. However, I do want you to show all your work. I don't want you to come to school tomorrow with just one of them bubbled in. I want to see how you got there. Because remember, we can get partial credit, right? Especially when it's a test. Homework, we don't really grade homework, but always show your work. Okay, number 7. What is the area of the rectangle? Number 8. What is the area of the square? Remember, a square, all sides are equal. And pause these as I go. Solve them. Number 9. The square rug, oh my goodness, keyword square, rug in a bedroom covers 64 square feet. Ooh. What is the length of one of the sides of the rug? This is good. So listen. This actually gives you the area. So you have, I'm curious to see who's going to get this. You have a square rug, and inside the area is 64. Okay? In a square, all sides are equal. So our formula is area equals length times width. We know the area is 64 equals length times width. You have to figure out what the length and the width is. Here's a clue. They're the same number. So two numbers multiplied together that are each the same number equals 64. You can solve here. You can multiply each one to try and figure it out, okay? And remember, okay, let me tell you this too. When we do, this is asking for the length and the width. So this will not be squared feet or squared inches. This will be just regular feet, okay? When we do perimeter, it's just feet. When we solve for area, it's square feet. Okay, so try that on your own. I'm curious. Think you can do it. Number 11. One ticket, and this is a review, okay? One ticket to the new amusement park cost $74. How much do 6 tickets cost? So think about it. If one ticket is $74, if you want to buy 6 of them, how much will that cost? I don't want to hear it right now, B-Bug. Nope.
To add it.
You add 74 plus 6? I don't know. Think about it, guys.
Or 74 times 6?
What makes more sense? If you have
74 times 6.
If you have 6 tickets, look, 6 tickets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How much does one cost?
75.
74.
4.
So then what would we do?
And then you would have to do times, or
Yeah, you'd have to
you would
multiply.
have to multiply.
Or you could do 74 plus 74 plus 74. But
That's
remember, that takes forever. We want to be efficient.
Yeah.
Okay? Oh, Boba! Time for the secret word. Here we go. Let's write it up here. Secret word. And the secret word of the day is Moana! Oh my goodness. I hope I'm spelling that right. I think so. Moana. I actually have never seen Moana. She's giving me a look. All right, that's your secret word of the day. I will see you in the morning. Remember to study. You have a spelling test tomorrow. Listen, spelling is a huge part of your writing grade. All you have to do well on a spelling test is study. Study your words. Quiz yourself. You don't need a partner. You flip your paper over, okay? And you quiz yourself. You can do this. I'll see you in the morning.